When you go out there in search of a suitable hosting solution, it becomes abundantly clear that there is quite a number of them. So what do you choose? Shared hosting, a VPS, a dedicated server? Today we'll discuss the differences between the three most popular hosting solutions. Let's start with dedicated servers and gradually explore VPS and shared hosting afterwards. Choosing a dedicated server would imply that you're renting an entire machine just for yourself and all of its resources are available to you at all times. As such, you have the so-called root access to all features. You can install whatever server components you need and make any tweaks and adjustments that may be required along the way. These servers do require some maintenance, so it's better to have a knowledgeable eye watching over them. Still, special server management systems have been created to ease that process. A prime example of a dedicated server solution is the website host.ag. Moving on to the elusive VPS, which has recently been growing in popularity. Its name stands for Virtual Private Server, significantly cheaper than a dedicated server and a bit more expensive than a shared hosting solution. Virtual because it's not a real machine the way a dedicated server is. Multiple containers are created on one machine, each running the services required for you to maintain a website. Private because each user gains root access to their own container, while being locked out of the rest. Server resources are strictly distributed with only a few exceptions, which simply put means that you get better loading speeds than on a shared platform. You should still be careful when tinkering with this server, but upkeep does tend to be a lot simpler. Again, server management systems are here to save the day. If you decide to go with VPS, you can find a perfect fit for your needs at vps.ag. Lastly, let's see how shared hosting is faring. This is the most affordable solution out there and a great option if you're just now starting out with a simpler website. Unlike VPS, shared hosting users have very little access to server configuration files, just their own little bit of space where they can place their files and launch hassle-free. The hosting company takes care of server maintenance and user files are securely placed in separate folders. The downside is that all resources are shared, so you may experience some issues with loading speeds or even downtime if some other site on the server starts hogging up too much of the total allocated resources. But most hosting providers have ways of weeding out such instances before they become a real problem. In case you recognize your needs here, then feel free to explore truehoster.com. As a conclusion, shared and VPS hosting does seem to be the better solution for most. If you're looking for a quick way to launch a simple 5-page website, shared hosting is the way to go. For heavier websites with lots of interactive content, active users, and or maybe even a large web store, a dedicated server is most definitely the surefire choice. This is just the beginning of our servers and hosting video series, so make sure to subscribe. Our experts have tons of useful information for everyone that's looking for guidance and advice in the vast world of hosting services.